thank you for agreeing to be here, and welcome to Secretary Becerra as well. I indicated in my opening remarks last week in this room about the importance of your presence, in my view, for us to deal with a supplemental dealing with national security. And I continue to believe that the circumstances we face on our borders and elsewhere around our country continue to be a national security challenge for us. I've been to the border numerous times, particularly in the last 2 or 3 years, in each circumstance, in conversations with law enforcement, federal and local, as well as my own view in talking to Border Patrol agents and seeing firsthand the apprehension of foreign nationals on our border, including those from China. I am anxious for our efforts to deal with Israel and Ukraine and the challenges we face in the Middle East, but I'm also interested in making certain that we take this opportunity, this supplemental, to come together. We've heard in this conversation this morning by a number of my colleagues how they've worked on immigration reform, border security issues reform without success, and I would hate for us to miss an opportunity in this circumstance if we can put a package together that would be supported by Republicans and Democrats in the Senate and in the House. We have seen the largest increase in migrants crossing our borders, unfortunately, in the past few years. There's many push and pull factors that would contribute to that circumstance, including deterioration of conditions in other countries, as you indicated in your opening statement. But I'm also concerned about what appears to be an attitude toward immigration pull factors, the policy decisions that suggest to migrants that making the dangerous, life-threatening journey to and across our southern border will be rewarded by being released in the United States, being rewarded by a no hearing, no ultimate outcome determination. And you recently wrote in an opinion, it was on the board here, that Senator Graham indicated he agreed with your statement, only Congress can bring immigration and border security systems into the 21st century. Are there not things that can be done in this supplemental that can address that, at least in part, that we can reach an agreement on with the administration and Republicans and Democrats in the Senate? And also, how would you change those migrants seeking asylum to present themselves at legal points of entry, limitations on parole, stricter punishment of visa overstays, to limit those pull factors and to reduce illegal immigration?
Senator, thank you very much for the opportunity. The supplemental funding request that we have submitted would assist us tremendously in our border enforcement efforts with respect to the hiring and deployment of personnel, the procurement and implementation of technology. What we need is an encompassing solution to an encompassing problem when we speak of policy changes. For example, the backlog in immigration court proceedings has been building year over year over year for at least 10 years. That is why the time in between encounter and final adjudication of an immigration enforcement case is years and years long when we speak of a pull factor. And if, in fact, we had a path to legalization for the millions of people who've been contributing so much to this country, we would so acutely alleviate the immigration court backlog, shrink the time in between encounter and final adjudication. So it really requires a comprehensive approach to what is such a comprehensive problem.
Well, Mr. Secretary, while I might agree that comprehensive reform or changes are advantageous, it has been my experience in my entire time in Congress that we keep waiting for comprehensive reform, and as a result, we do next to nothing. And I hope that you, the administration, will use this opportunity to seriously work with those of us who are willing to make changes to defeat this circumstance in our national security, this challenge, at least in the things that we can agree upon today, continue to work on the things that we can't agree upon. Otherwise, my entire time in Congress will be waiting for comprehensive reform.